Good morning, Texas bikers and bikers all across the nation. This is Butch Popeye Moss with Texas Biker Radio, Sons of Liberty Riders MC. This is a news snippet. I'm sure everybody's already read Facebook, anywhere else, that a federal judge has lifted the stay on bikers' lawsuits for the violations of their constitutional rights during the Twin Peaks arrests. There are hundreds of these lawsuits. It's time for somebody to pay. Let me say that again. It's time for somebody to pay. Not only the DA's office in McLennan County, the police department in Waco, the DPS, and let's say this, the behavior of law enforcement since, before and since. Now, we all know what's going on. And it's time that these people pay for their behavior and the corruption that exists not only in law enforcement, in the DA's offices across Texas and the land. Make no doubt, they are corrupt. And to send the Texas Rangers to investigate, the DPS to investigate, because that's who they are, is laughable, because they are corrupt also. We see it from top to bottom in this nation, of the way special prosecutors, DA's offices, the Department of Justice, their behavior is despicable. And I don't care if you're a biker or just the average Joe walking down the street, you can get caught up in this mess. And we've seen it. We've seen it. It's time for things to change. It's time for the vilification to end. And yes, they're going to keep on trying. And that's where you and I come in, because we've got to push back. When we see this despicable behavior, we've got to speak up. We've got to video. We've got to do the things it takes to make change possible. And we're going to try our damnedest to make things change in the state legislature, the state legislature. That's also where you come in. Visit your state legislator, senator, and House member. It's so important that you do that. Make sure they know your name and you get to know them well. You know, there's always something we leave off when we jump in and do one of these little news briefs. And I'm gonna make up for last time. Hey, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Texas Biker Radio. Subscribe to our news channel on YouTube. Join us each and every week as we push back. And you know, there are still, I think the total is 23 bikers that are facing a trial, or they may be facing a trial. But there are things the Waco PD does not want the public to know, that did not come out in the first trial, that ended in a mistrial. Very little came out of that trial into what sparked the violence at Twin Peaks, before, during, and after. And let me say this once again, there are no bikers in the country, no MCs in the country that are coming to attack a jury, a city, a police department. There never was, there never will be, no matter what the DPS says. And they're big about putting out false information and trying to set a narrative with business owners. We've seen it. Join us. Push back. Take video. With that, everybody, have a great day. It's a beautiful day here. Last night we had horizontal rain, and you can't even tell it did anything out there. I mean, last night, I mean, my goodness, it is beautiful. Not a cloud in the sky. 70 degrees, I think, is going to be the high. Let's get out and ride, guys. A lot of toy runs, a lot of stuff going on. With that, this is Butch Popeye Moss, Sons of Liberty Riders MC, Texas Biker Radio. Have a great day.